party. Alright guys, so I just saw this. I came on 2K. So we have of course the current NBA, classic stuff. But they just released Series 2. So they upgrade a lot of guys. So Joel Embiid now has an Amethyst. Simmons has a Ruby, Everybody pretty much got either an upgrade or a downgrade. Now I'll kind of show you guys the ones I'm surprised by. Hold on, let me just, you guys knew I had to do it, alright? Okay, first thing that I had to do, alright, so if I go to theme, series 2, of course I gotta get my boys on here, Raptors maximum buy, I'm gonna go for about 900 on the dot. Oh, let's see if there's any for 1,000. Nope, we're gonna keep going up by 100 until we find one. Alright, let's just go to my max. See if there's any of them out for 1,900. There's only Pascal. I could have gotten him for so much cheaper. Alright. Well, I bet I could just, like, bid on one. Let's see who's out for bid really quickly. Alright. So, yeah, I'll go over kind of all the rosters, see kind of, like, the major updates. So, here, I'm kind of just going over them. Josh Richardson. Not really much of a difference. There isn't much of a thing here. Milwaukee, let's just see. Giannis's card is officially a pink diamond. Chris Middleton is an amethyst. Eric Bledsoe is, gotten an upgrade. Everybody's kind of gotten an upgrade, but there's some guys who have kind of just, like, went up a lot. And there's some guys who actually went down in overall. We aren't going to be comparing them to their actual counterparts. We're just going to be seeing them. He got a better card. I think that he was actually still highest overall. This is weird. Lauri Markkanen is usually number 1 or number 2, sorry, and then not much of a change. All right, Cleveland. So I think they had to have done this update at the end of the trade deadline. I think that that's kind of their whole idea of it, was to make these cards after the trade deadline, just to kind of, make a post-trade deadline thing. So they kind of updated everybody to give them their right and respected card. Kemba is now an 88. Pretty good. JT is an 86. Jaylen Brown gets a better card, and he's an 85. Alright. Alright. Triangle bumps up from 83 to a 90. Wow. Clint Capella comes up. His thing is, with Andre Drummond's card, if you look at it, he's on the Cavs, and his Cavs jersey. Capella has played at least 2 games with the Hawks, and he's still wearing a Rockets uniform. Jay Butler is an 89. Bam, overrated. My opinion. Alright. Kendrick Nunn's the 4th best player. 79. Well, they got Iggy on the team. I just want to see his dunk rating. Yeah, 94. Tyler Hero's right here. Wow. That's surprising for a guy that everybody's saying is like predicted to be Rookie of the Year. Devontae Graham getting the respect. An 82. I think that he's going to win Most Improved. If not, it's going to Brandon Ingram. It'll probably go to Brandon Ingram just because he kind of went from nothing to an all-star. Terry Rozier. He's a little like... I'm pretty sure this guy's a rookie. Yeah. Mitchell Robinson. Julius Randle. You know. Bobby Portis. Good cards. Now here's the thing. If they did that, are they going to update the heat check cards? Like, is Spicy P and Kyle Lowry going to be getting upgraded heat checks? No. Who the hell is Jordan Lloyd? So let's just look at Terrence Davis here. I already know his current new card. Alright, wow, we have a large lineup. Wait, did I see Stanley Johnson twice? No, I thought I saw Stanley Johnson twice. He isn't even that good, I don't think. He doesn't have an official face scan. But I'm like, they should, if they're doing NBA Series 2, they should do Heat Check Series 2. Magic, Nikola Vucevic, not an upgrade. I don't think. That's Jonathan Isaac. I thought that would be Evan Fournier. Evan Fournier's actually been playing like a star recently. So he's tied. That K has a diamond. Irving has an Amy. You see, I think they were just upgrading anyone's overall. I thought they were upgrading based off of how they've been performing, and players who aren't going to be playing would go up in overall a lot more. Or sorry, wouldn't go up in overall at all. Demontis Sabonis should have a higher card. I think Demontis Sabonis should be like an 86, 87 with the new update because he's an all-star and he's actually playing really solid. Derrick Rose is the best player on the Pistons now. I see you, Pistons. He's my favorite player on the Pistons anyway. Blake Griffin with an 82. Let's just compare that to the current ones. Current Blake Griffin is an 86. D Rose is 79. You already know how to get them. Spicy P, I think he should be higher. He's actually got some really good stats. He's definitely fast for his size. A lot of people at his size right now are like a 70 speed. But does he have any good badges? Not. And the guy that I got him, he signed with 2K Sports, I guess. So Lowry's an 85. He's definitely good. Doesn't have any Hall of Fame badges, but I don't expect anybody to have that. He has no dunk stats. Friday taking on the third man. I'm surprised that Pascal and Siakam and Fred VanVleet don't have dynamic duo cards. Because from what I've seen them playing, they are a dynamic duo. They've been playing as a team together phenomenally. And I personally do think Pascal Siakam is an underrated card just because he is an all-star starter, and I think almost every other one of the all-star starters are actually amethyst and above. I can fact check that this time. Alright, so let's go to the all-star roster. So LeBron, AD, Kawhi, Luka, and Harden. I know for a fact they were all going to be good. And then, the only one I'm thinking might not is Kemba. Yeah, he's the only one that I know for a fact. And then Trey? is Trey a dime or an amethyst? Yeah. So Pascal and like these two, Kemba and Pascal, should be upgraded one more at least. Then Serge Ibaka got some respect. OG got the respect that he deserved finally. He's been playing as a good star player or a good starter for the Raptors. Norman Powell getting a lot of respect. I think his past one was a silver. Now here's what I'm surprised by. Terrence Davis is a 78. Now yes, he is a rookie, but he isn't even predicted to be good in the rookies. But he dropped like some 30-point games and really proved that he deserves this card. But I am surprised because, as you saw in the last one, he was around here. He was a 69, and now he's a 78. That's a 9 overall boost. That's improvement over the season. Beal, I mean, for not an all-star starter, I think that's still kind of right there. John Wall, I don't think his card upgraded whatsoever. Davis Bertans, I just want to see his 3-point rating. Let me just see his 3-point rating. 3-pointer, 87. If he wins a 3-point contest, he best be getting like a 99 3-point shot. Let's see. Kawhi is a 96. PG is a 91. I think he barely got upgraded. Like, there's a few people who barely got upgraded. Montrez getting an 85, and Lou Williams getting an 82. I think that Lou is better than Montrez. I'm sorry to say, but statistics kind of might say otherwise. Montrez is more dominant and stuff, but like, I see you, John Morant, going from an 80 or from a 79 to an 84. I mean, that's solid for a player of his caliber. Triple J, Jonas. I still wish he wasn't traded. Hold on, I'm just curious. Where is Taco? I hope that. Alright, D-Mitch kind of. Alright, I think that for an all-star reserve, he did definitely deserve a major upgrade. He went up like 2 overalls, same with Rudy Gobert. I think they both, like, Donovan Mitchell should be around 89. He's been proving himself this year. Yo, you guys must have seen the clutch 3. He literally saved the Jazz from losing to the smallest team in the league. Alright, the biggest small ball team in the league. Let's see how De'Aaron Fox improved. Not much. Marvin Bagley, he better be tied with Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield deserves an 82 as well. Yeah, they're tied. Who the hell? Who is stupid enough to put him up for 100K? The one rule that I do is I check the auctions before I start doing that. Alright, so Anthony Davis a 96, and LeBron is a 96. So thank God they're both the same overall, because I would be pissed if I found out that AD was a higher overall than LeBron. They've both been, kind of doing pretty good. DeMarcus Cousins. How? Dwight, I mean, yeah. 3 centers, by the way. I don't think any of them have power forward. Dwight has a power forward. And DeMarcus, so, like, but there's 3 priority centers. And then, there's 6. Like, that just goes to show how dominant they are. Luka better be a 90. Oh, he's a 95. Holy crap. They gave him a card. I say that's good. Like, you know what? A Sapphire is good for a non-all-star. Like, that's probably one of the better players. You see, Nikola Jokic. Let me just tell you, he isn't even a starter. I'm pretty sure he's going to be running the bench during the All-Star game. And he gets a 90. Yet Siakam and, Siakam and Kemba don't. I'm sorry, but that's rigged. B.I., I mean, he should be a little bit higher. Drew, Zion, 82, solid. Derek Favors, my left anus. I don't know what I was about to say there. 80. Alright, Alonzo. Let's see his new card. What is that? It didn't upgrade, really? He's been dropping triple doubles on triple doubles. James Harden, of course, with a 96. That's a new 90. Westbrook has an upgrade. I'm surprised. A lot of these guys should have definitely gotten upgrades. Like, Westbrook should have gotten an upgrade. I mean, yeah, he hasn't been dropping any triple doubles, but, you know. Considering the fact that this guy's been playing center, and you compare him to my other power forward center, like, let's just compare him to Smiley. Yeah, like, a solid amount shorter than all that. Like, the fuck? How is he starting? Like, I literally have a 7-footer. I mean, I guess actually the athleticism does help. DeMar DeRozan, good for a non-all-star. Even though 2 years ago he was literally starting for the game. He definitely deserved to be upgraded a little bit more. Because I don't think he actually got upgraded. Screw you, 2K. He deserves to be a 90. I'm sorry if I'm sounding biased here. I don't even like the Suns. But I think that Devin Booker should be like an all-star, 100%. He should be a high overall, in my opinion. 87 is good, but he definitely deserves to be an 89-ish. Chris Paul, I mean, it's good, but again, like, you know, like, he's good and all, but he deserves to be a little bit higher. I think that All-Star should get kind of a higher card, but he definitely has improved. But Devin Booker is the one that I'm most toxic about. He's just been underrated. And I know that a lot of people are like, he isn't underrated. For a non-All-Star, this is probably the best card. Let's see how D-Russ is. An 84. That just goes to show how Karl-Anthony Towns carries a fair load on the team. That just goes to show that these two are going to be a great duo. And then there's, like, the rest of the team. I'm going to get so much hate from fans of the Wolves. Lillard, 93. Holy crap. For a player who was snubbed as a starter, I mean, this man's block stat better be like a 90. Oh, a 95. Yeah, I mean, I was close enough. Can I just get that card for free? I don't know. Did anybody bid 1900 on this? Shit. I'll buy another Hassan. Alright, because I need the card for blocks, bro. Steph Curry, I mean, somehow miraculously, I feel like this card is just because he broke his hand. Like, that's going to be his moments card. Just him whining about his broken hand. I mean, it wasn't even his fault, though. Like, the Warriors could still be pretty good this season if it weren't for that handbrake. Or at least not being dead last in, like, the West and, like, borderline last place in the fucking league. I didn't even bet on it. I want to get Hassan. Just comparing the series to, like, there's a lot of cards that have upgraded. I'm actually just gonna go with, like,
What your auction?
a Raptor. I don't have an auction up yet. Like, I want to get a Series 2 card that's, like, a good price. 1900. Alright, I'm finding. Alright, here's what I'm finding Hassan.
Rip.
CP. Yeah. I don't have any up right now. I would definitely put, like, a good card up. I definitely.
How come you have 1K?
Because I just bought a card, and I don't really spend much in the way of MT. I just bought Pascal because he's my favorite player. I'm a Raptors fan. I know I'm not a bandwagon. I've been watching the team since I was a kid. Or since I was way younger. I definitely put Drew Holiday up for just, like, a reasonably inflated price. Um, Actually, one card that I don't really care about right now is my Paul Pierce, since I already got, like, a good small forward. Have one of the best cards in the game right now. Or, not one of the best in the game, but, like, one of my favorites. I also have DeMarcus Cousins. I would honestly send... Oh, how much is he going for? Holy crap, never mind. I was gonna send him to my auctions and then just, like, sell him. See how much I can get off him, but he's going for weak. Like, he is weak. John Star. Oh, I bought that for like 1,000.
I have him.
Nice. I want to get Chris Bosh, but like a lot, he's expensive as hell. Oh, he's going for 161k now. He is definitely lower in price. Ben Simmons is only going for a lot because some people still think that they have to get him to get Taco, which is just my dream goal, is to get that card and then like pick up a quick Taco. These cards are nice though. I'm definitely going to try and grind. I know that like my biggest thing is I can wait until the end of the game, until the game is like dying down a lot, and a lot of these cards I can get for like I can get Mark in probably really quickly, and like I can get Bill Russell quicker. And that's the thing, is that early in the game with all this stuff, all these cards are going to be extremely expensive. So it's like right now I can just like go ahead and get some of them. Like I can go and get a lot of these cards I want when the game is like dying down or like near the end of the NBA season, especially since 2K is going to be releasing like
What is the update required?
I don't know. I think what do you mean by that? Like what is the update required? Like I think that all the update really is just kind of minor bug fixes, and they added the Series 2 cards. Like I think that's like the main thing. I don't know. I saw it today, so it might have been like a little bit old, but it's definitely new to me. I have not seen this update yet. Oh, that's 15. I'm just gonna go to the main menu screen to see what the hell this game is going on about.
Thanks.
Just throwing in the stream game.
Connor Santoni.
What? Oh, wow.
What you chomping on?
It's called Charleston Chew. It's like a candy bar. But I like how the game made the Series 2 packs. Like, I think they should do that more. Like, you know? They should do that every year. Because they haven't. This is like the first year they've done Series 2. And I like it. Because they kind of just update everybody's card. So then, like, you know, rather. And I think they
You
should
enjoying it, my dude?
Yeah. I think they should definitely do it right after the trade deadline every year. Like, because then it's like you get to update the teams, and then you also get to update the players based off like who's an all-star, who isn't, you know. I'm gonna say one thing. Pascal Siakam better be like a 90 next year. Like, he is my favorite player. I am a I was saying, I am a longtime Raptors fan, so you know, I want to see Pascal Siakam a better card. Like, you know, right now, I know my team cards are usually below what the actual player's in-game card is. So I would say that he does deserve that 89 overall. But after this, I'm actually gonna check out what his current roster's card is, because he must have had to do a roster update as well. I was going for an alley-oop. Forgot that James Harden is good. Last week I went to a Raptors and Pistons game. It was like a home game away from home, because since Detroit's only about like an hour away from the Canadian border, a lot of Raptors fans go because they're willing to drive like the hour or two to get to Detroit to watch the game. So that's like why there's a lot of Raptors fans at Raptors Pistons games. And for more people yelling, "Let's go Raptors," than Pistons. Like, after I watched the game, the Raptors tweeted out that was a great home, and they crossed out home and put away win for the Raptors, because it was literally a home/away game. It was more of a home game. The only difference was that the announcers and all the people like that were hyping up the team were all Pistons people. Like, that was the only reason why that was considered an away game. Like, when Raptors were going to shoot free throws, we were hearing like a lot of people quiet, and then you heard like the odd person yelling, "Boo!" You know, James Harden just got absolutely hardened. Like, lost where he went, and then got a 3 splash on it. When you can't follow through, be like, splash. Damn it. No. My dad was willing to, oh, that would have been sick if I followed through. It's like, there's the time when you take the shot and you follow through, and there's the other time when you're driving and you do something nasty and then you don't follow through. I feel like driving and not following through though is probably a better feeling than like than like snapping somebody and then, you know, missing the 3. Or just having a James Harden card in 2K. Right, Yesha was playing this game, alright? And Steve Nash, right? And there's the thing with dribble moves. Once you get one started, you can't cancel it. And that's the issue. So, I absolutely snapped Steve Nash to the point where he is on his ass, waiting for a teammate to help him up. And then I just casually splash a 3. Or no, sorry. That accidentally doing too many, like my triple animation goes on for too long. It goes on for like an extra 5 seconds. And, so then Steve Nash was able to get up and contest the shot. Alright, so I'm not. Alright, Henry runs to 78, so yeah. They have like action shots from most teams' best players, but you know. But if they were like recently traded there, then they won't like. You don't see a Kawhi thing. Why is Bogdanovich there? Why is Kevin Knox on the team? You got Big Brawny Dad. Aaron Gordon, the face of the franchise. I love it. Considering the fact that the only known thing that he's done is enter the dunk contest. That isn't the injury-free roster. That's the thing. Yeah. But Vio! Lonzo! At this point, though, Brandon Ingram's the face of the team. At this point, I feel bad for Derrick Rose. You have to have Thon Maker and Sekou Doumbouya. I mean, I respect Sekou. He's just a rookie. Spicy P is an 88, though. He looks brain dead in the background, not even gonna lie. DeMar Depression. I'm sorry to say Depression because he couldn't win a championship. And then the year that he decides to say, I'm gonna head out because his team decided to be like, yeah, you better be heading out, boy. Oh, they have the updated roster. Just look at this, alright? 97, or 96, 97, 96, 97, 96. 91, 88, 97, 88, 90. So you have the overrate, or like a couple, no, you have the fairly rated players except for, I think Kawhi should be higher than James Harden. And then you have the team of pure underrated players. You have Joel Embiid, who is like a superstar center, should probably be at least a 93. Siakam, who should be at least a 90. Giannis, I mean, yeah, nothing more to say than that. Kemba Walker should be at least 90, and Trae Young should be better. So they definitely have the upgraded rosters, but you know that the OKC Thunder are about to flop when they have a 69 in their starting 5. Super Kawhi Leonard is probably my favorite player. Well, from the past 10 years on the Raptors. You know, on DeRozan, definitely. Like, Oh. Nasty. I was ready to post up there. BRB. YouTube challenge. If I lose a game, I eat tablespoon. I'm kidding. Alexa, turn off lights. Oh, come on. You're gonna turn off my bedroom? Bananarama. Love you. Alright, so this might sound weird, but I have a full-on fucking microwave in my room, alright? And so, I just put a thing of popcorn in there, alright? And then I also brought a tablespoon of seasoning salt because I like seasoning salt. If you guys don't know what it is, it's kind of like salt that you put on popcorn and it makes it taste kind of like movie theater popcorn. It tastes really good, actually. And, so I brought a tablespoon of it down here. And since I had a tablespoon and seasoning salt, that made me think of a future challenge that might end up killing me. But it'd still be good content, alright? And what it is it's the seasoning salt challenge. It'll be when I get a face cam. I know that I have one, but I just am unsure where it is. So when I get one, I'm going to be doing the seasoning salt challenge, where I'm going to go into 2K, alright? I'm going to play games online in my team thing, in like triple threat online. In triple threat online, right? Oh man. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much, I'm not gonna give them any lead, but if I win, then I'll kind of make up like a thing that I get if I win. Alright, it'll be like I get to eat a piece of like candy or something. It'll be like I get to eat something that I like. But if I lose, then the challenge is, if I lose, then I have to eat a tablespoon, or maybe it'll be a teaspoon because I don't want to waste all of it, of seasoning salt. If you don't know, seasoning salt, you kind of get that salty taste, you know? Like, if you don't know what that salty taste is, just eat a little bit of salt and you'll kind of get that. It is like 10 times the effect, alright? What seasoning salt is meant to do is it's actually made to make people thirsty. Like, seasoning salt, what it does is they use it in the movie theaters, and what they do is they mix it in with their popcorn, so then when people eat the popcorn, they're going to get thirsty, causing them to go to the front counter and ask for, you know, a pop or water. So it's actually more of a salt they use for, or not scamming, but it's just like, you know, tricking people at a movie theater. And it's common because, I mean, nobody will reject some movie theater popcorn. Rather, any popcorn in this case. So the fact that they put an extra bit, oh my god, get your ass dunked on. The fact that they're putting a special type of salt just so then you get thirsty and therefore buy more is kind of a nice trick. I would definitely think that if I ran a movie theater, I would definitely put seasoning salt on my popcorn. Like, I would definitely force my employees to put, or I wouldn't force them, I'd just tell them to put seasoning salt. Now, one thing is that my grandparents, and this is like a closed store now, I guess they own a video store. And my mom worked there, and that's part of the reason why I know. And at their store, they sold popcorn. Like, they had a movie night every, like, weekend. I don't know if it was every weekend or once a month. But pretty much, they had a movie night every now and then. And with that movie night, they would sell popcorn. And they also had pop at their store. So, you know, they sold popcorn and pop. And what happened was actually my mom put an extra tablespoon, I believe, of seasoning salt in their popcorn machine just so people would get really thirsty and, you know, buy drinks. Now, the thing about movie theaters now is that they are actually going to start checking. Like, I believe some movie theaters do this, but I think that a lot are going to start adapting this. Is checking people there's always gonna be a no bag policy, not no purse, but no like full on duffel bag. And the reasoning for that is so nobody brings in outside food, because movie theaters don't allow that, because they want people to be buying popcorn. But what my family does is sneak in water and stuff, because since they're in police, they can't check you, like, you know, they can't say, hey, um can can I search you for popcorn or like snacks. If they think you look sketchy by what you have, by if your pockets are bulging out, then they can ask you kindly, but you do have the right to reject that. If you reject that, the movie theater has like no other choice but to probably like kick you out. Like a lot of theaters will actually kick people out for that. Hell yeah, bro. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's just check what he's going for in the auction house. Oh. I love Brad Stevens. He's definitely one of the best coaches right now in the league. Like, that's the thing. Like, a few years ago, Brad Stevens was a college basketball coach. And he actually, like, had a coach in the national championship for the NCAA. He played against one of his current players. Yeah, he played against Kemba Walker. A college national championship game. And now, Kemba's a player on the Celtics, and Brad Stevens is the coach of the Celtics. There's one thing I have to say. I think you should have assistant coaches, alright? Like, one or two assistant coaches. That kind of also gives players a boost. And, you put a head coach on an assistant spot, an assistant at a head coach spot. Because I'd love just to have Tim Duncan on my team, because if you don't know, he's the assistant coach for the Spurs. I'd love to have him on my team, because then I could literally have two of him, or it'd be like duplicate player when I try to put him as my assistant coach and then his, 92 overall card on as my starting power forward. It's like duplicate player cannot use. In brackets, player is also the coach. Like, it would have to give you a good reason that you couldn't get your ass blocked. Okay, you were about to go for a dunk, and then you got swatted. How do you feel? That's the one thing. Is that it's very hard to fully block a dunk animation. Like, the things you can do with a dunk animation are force a layup, because you can actually, like, force a layup animation off of a dunk animation because of going for it, especially if you have, like, you got into that previously or prior to it. And a couple of the other things you can do is, you can't, like, it's hard to block the dunk, but you can also you know, try and contest the dunk, like, you can pretty much have four options. You have get postered, force the dunk into a layup animation, get really lucky and full on block the dunk, or the best, or probably the one that's probably the easiest for a lot, is if you have a player with Hall of Fame Intimidator or any form of Intimidator, then that card automatically can like make most dunk attempts can nullify a lot of attempts for dunks by, if you get close enough to the player, or especially if they're about to poster you, if you jump for it when he's jumping, so go for a block on it, 9 times out of 10 you can literally just straight out reject the dunk animation. Like, you can force them to miss it. Look at Giannis there, bro. He's literally hitting his head off the fucking rim. Alright, put it back. Yeah, just I like to get the easier baskets, but when it's an opening, especially if all three of their guys go in for layup, because note that some players or some opponents that you'll face the odd time will actually have all three players in, because your two guys are bigs and they don't have much in the way of a big. Like, this guy's slightly taller than Ray Allen, so like, you know, like, their team isn't very big. Our team is, especially small ball players. However, what you're doing is you're leaving the 3-point shooter on the team, because most of the time, the 3-point, like, there should always be one guy kind of forced to block the outside from 3-pointers. I'm not saying that's a rule, because you could be a big ball team and beg to differ. But, like, if you're small balling, you're going to have an issue with that. Okay, I'm just mixing up seasoning salt. Yeah, one like equals one bit of seasoning salt that I'll have to pour down my throat. Like, I'll make a video. I'll definitely make an Instagram post saying, hey, I have an idea. 1L equals 1 tablespoon of seasoning salt, and see how many people like it. You get a certain amount of likes, then I'll actually get my face cam working and do that. Alright. Now, the other goal with this is to... Alright, now there's going to be the one that's going to be the hardest part, alright? Because seasoning salt is literally like 2 to 3 times saltier than actual salt itself. The only hard part will be the fact that eating the salt will be like a death sentence. But I must eat all of the salt. I must eat the salt. And I'm going to say that per thing, I have 2 shots of liquid. No, liquid will be random. A thing about what the liquid will be. It might be pop. It might be... Personally, I think it'll just be water. Because my mouth will be dry as hell. I just need rehydration. Water is literally hydration. Or I might chase it with some Gatorade. Honestly, like, But per tablespoon, or it'll probably be teaspoon, but I will have a max of 2 shots. If I go over that, I failed it, and I have to let the next guy get an 8-point lead. Alright? Now, I will be having Kobe on my team, alright? My lineup will be Kobe, probably a big, and then Ray Allen. Now, I will be getting 8 points. Alright, I will. If I successfully get through it with only like 2 shots of Gatorade, or whatever it'll be, then I will be successfully able, like, I will be able to do whatever the next game. But if I don't successfully complete it, if I have to drink, like, more than 2 shots of Gatorade or whatever, again, probably gonna be water, because I can't afford Gatorade. I'm not rich. And if I can't afford it, or if I can't do it, I have to let the guy have an 8-point lead. However, the only catch is that the next game, or no, if I can successfully do it, then if I win the next game, or if I lose the next game, then I get 3 shots of Gatorade. Okay? I'm just gonna say Gatorade because, I always get 3 shots of liquid. Like, and again, this we don't have a face cam. It'll be costly for me because I'm gonna have to go in and get all the materials myself. Probably gonna get a couple bottles. So I'm probably gonna live stream. I'm probably gonna do, like, I don't know. I'll see how many games I want to do, but it'll probably be around 30 games to 50 games. It'll be a long stream. I might, if it's like a good weekend where I have literally nothing, like, a lot of weekends for me, I have a lot to do. Like, I have schoolwork, I have everything. But if it's like a solid weekend where I have nothing, then what I'm gonna do is I might do an overnight stream. I might do it with Triple Threat Offline, where if for a win, I don't have to take the seasoning salt. However, if I don't double the opponent's score, so if I don't win by pretty much 10 to or more, then I have to take a or I have to take like half a teaspoon, alright? I don't have to take much. But if I lose, then I have to take a tablespoon and a half. And if I let them get 5 points, or no, this will do. If I win but I don't double, then I take half a teaspoon. If I win by 5 points or less, then I have to have a full teaspoon. If I win within a 2-point game, then I take about half a tablespoon, or just a little bit more than a teaspoon, like a teaspoon and a half. But if I lose, then I have to do a full tablespoon. Note that the shots will vary. So if it's less than 10, I have like a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of liquid. If it's 5, so if I have to take half a teaspoon, it'll be little liquid, like just like a tablespoon or 2, because it won't be that painful towards my digestive system. I won't be like dead on my floor. If I have to take a full teaspoon, then I'll say about a good shot, or no, maybe like a little bit more than half a shot. If I have to take a teaspoon and a bit, then I get like a good shot. If it's a full tablespoon, I get a shot and a half. Or maybe two, because I don't know. Like, it'll kind of vary. I'll think about it over time. But I just randomly thought of it. Like, a new video idea. I was thinking of video ideas because I'm trying to make content. I mean, I might not be the greatest at content, but, you know, one thing led to another and stuff. But yeah, again, I'll be doing this at a later time. Not right now, because right now it's like, you know, what time is it? It's 11:19, and I'm literally just trying to get these 10 tokens so that I can go to bed. And, you know, then I'm gonna go to bed and then wake up tomorrow morning and go to school, because tomorrow's a Wednesday, so I know what courses I have. Like, no, I'm not in a school. I have day 1, day 2. I know that there's a few schools in my city which they don't do a semester program thing. So if you don't know, like, there's semesters, and I don't know about the US, but I know it's where I live. There's two things. There's semesters, and there's like, there's day 1, day 2. So at my school we do it in semesters. So you have your 4 courses in a semester, and then around the end of January, beginning of February, you have your exams. Or usually it's like last week of January you have your exams. Like, you kind of get like a solid 2-week buffer right after you get back from Christmas break. And then you go to your exams, and then you have like a 4-day weekend, and then you get to go home, then you do your next semester. Starts the day, like the Monday. You do the same thing, but with 4 different courses. And then exams, though, the thing is that with exams, I'm pretty sure what happens is your final grades for the year are mailed straight to your house. Like, what was that trait? Like, you know, some places, like, you do, exams, and then there might be a couple days. But I'm pretty sure what happens is exams, and then it's the last day of school. I'm pretty sure last day of school might actually be on the last exam day. Like, But if there's, like, I don't know, I haven't talked to my teachers yet. I'm only in grade 9, so in this case, for you in the United States, in which you're in high school, you might be calling it a freshman. But I hope you guys know what grade 9 is. But yeah. I'm in 9th grade, so I'm in my first year. I'll talk to my teachers. I'm planning on talking to them. I'll say, like, after exams are done, is, like, the final day of exams just straight up the last day of school? Or is it, like, the final day of exams, And then we have, like, you know, a day to clear out our lockers and stuff. And then it's the last day of school. Like, we have a day to clear our lockers, kind of say goodbye to all of our friends, and then it's summer. I'm going to ask my teachers that. And to be honest, if you guys know this, like, if any of you guys are from Canada, please tell me if you, like, if you're in grade 10 or 11. But commonly you do 4 exams, and then, you know, you do 4 exams. But with the course that I'm taking, it's a full day course, so it's like I'm there all day. I only take 2 exams. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it was yesterday or today, but one of those was, no, I mean today or tomorrow. One of those was like the last day to your course applications or whatever, your courses. Because you get to pick your courses for the next year, but you kind of need to do it right when they're open. Because if they, like, right when they open up, that's literally the main time you should go and do it. Because once courses open up, you pretty much have until a certain date. But there's courses that'll fill up right away. Like, in the snap of a finger, they'll fill up because they only have a certain amount of teachers for this course. They only might have 3 or 4 teachers without teaching grade 10 academic math. So, it's like, oh, so if I want to take grade 10 academic math, then what you're saying is I have to wait until next year. Sorry. If I want to take grade 10 academic math and it fills up early, then I can't take it. Like, huh. Karan Butler. Memphis. Like, the more recent ones versus the other ones. And then you go to, like, the Grizzlies, and you, I mean, you don't have any, like, well, sorry. These two are going to say Vancouver Grizzlies. Could be 80 mid, I'm sorry. I love me some Jewish Kobe, but now I'm gonna search up. Alright, I want to see Series 2. Going the wrong way. We got Rondé here. Rondé's not bad. I think he's also a journeyman, so that's the only issue with him. Not Freddie Lake. Alright, let's just go for Terrence Davis. The cheapest card of him is $2,900. I'm willing to pay that for my boy. Like, honestly, he's one of my favorite players. He definitely deserved to get upgraded, alright? Now we're going to go to maximum, not buyout, bid as 800. And we're gonna bid on Kyle Lowry. Alright. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna end the stream off. Well, nope, actually. I'll just go on this, hit add to my collection. Let's see what I get for this. I get 20 tokens, which means I need Kyle Lowry, Freddie, Serge. Like, I think that the most expensive cards will be right in the middle. Like, we have all these guys, and then we have, like, Chris Boucher on it. Hold on, who's the... Alright, well, he downgraded. Alright, let's see. Is he a silver, at least? No, so 67. I'm predicting 69. Yep. I was right. And then we have Patty McCaw. Alright, let's see McCaw. He has an 89.3. So pretty much the normal 10-man, which is, you know, these 5, and then these 5. Oh, I'm just curious, how tall is Boucher? He's 6'9"? Either way, like, you know, the team's great and all. Respect to the Raptors. I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe.